Today is August 19th, back at the lake cabin. I was here last weekend, but the only thing I've done is picking tomatoes, etc., and beans, just harvesting what I could. And because I have not been here for 4 weeks, really 5, the weeds are tremendous, so I'm gonna have to definitely mow, and that's the first thing I'm gonna do, and do some harvesting and weed whack the garden area. I mean, the weeds are up to my waist right now. The other thing I'm gonna do today is check on the rats, see if I caught anything. And pretty much that's all I'm going to do for today. So the garden is a mess as far as the weeds go, and the tomatoes are definitely ready to be harvested. I already started on this one, and I'm definitely going to have beans to be harvested as well. I think so, because I did see some. Yeah, here are some. Not much, but definitely tomatoes are a lot. Some of them are rotten, and definitely has blight or something, just this bad. So we'll just harvest everything. I already harvested the onions last time I was here. Those are my melons. I don't think it's gonna have time to fruit. And the sweet potato is just running all over the place. As far as the wine, I'll just put it back in the bed. I see my butternut squash running all over the place, but I can't tell if there's one. I'm gonna have to gently move these around and get rid of the weeds. On the other side, I did see some big ones. There is a nice one. And on this side, I saw 3 big ones on just one plant. Here's one okay size. Here's a huge one. And there were 2 others. One is there. And here's one. So I'm gonna clean this up just so they can actually get sunshine on them. As far as cabbage, I did pick a couple of these last time I was here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick any. Maybe this one here. Seems like that's ready, or maybe that one too. And let's see what else we got. Can't see where I'm going from the weeds. So this is the kohlrabi. I'm not sure if they're okay because they're tall and leggy and something is eating them. They're certainly not bulbing, so we'll see what I'm going to do with those. Let's see. The peppers are kind of disappointing. I was here last time and I weeded them, but they're really not doing as well as they should. Like this one. Something ate it. For some reason they did not like it here this year. And there's hardly anything on it. If anything remains, I'm not sure. But that's okay. At home in my home garden I had some really nice peppers. The mini peppers, they did real well. I'm gonna grow those next year. Here's the parsnips, and I did plant a zucchini here, but I don't know. This might have something later. Who knows? I planted it too late. So as far as the peach tree, I took off the net before I left for Australia, thinking, oh, it needs to have air flowing better, and I didn't want the snakes to get tangled in it. However, something ate them all. I mean, I had hundreds of peaches on this, and they left me not a single one to taste. So probably the squirrels, could have been snakes. I don't know if snakes eat peaches, but anyway, it's all gone. On this bed, I do have some peppers growing. These are the bell peppers. So at least I got that much pepper. I'm gonna wait with them, I think, until next week. Although this one is kind of turning, but yeah, I'm gonna wait with this for next week. So that's it. In a way, it's okay, but because I wasn't taking care of it in any way, but it's sort of disappointing as far as the peppers go. Alright, back to picking tomatoes. Finished with mowing. Now I'm just burning some trash. Everything looks much better. Also cleaned up the garden. Everything looks much better. Harvested the tomatoes, not much of it really, hardly any beans, but it cleaned up nicely. And put up all the butternut squash on the bed, and I trimmed it a little bit so it can get enough sun. And I planted some beets. That's how it is now. I am going to plant some more cabbage and also some carrots, not here but at my home garden. And as far as the tomatoes, I hopefully will have one more harvest out of these. Kind of green, but this bed is still pretty good. That bed also has some green ones that I hope to harvest next week. So that's where we are. Here's the harvest. Again, it's not much. Some of the tomatoes I picked still green. And I don't even know if I'm going to keep some of these or still rotten. And I whacked one of the butternut squashes, so I'm going to take that home to eat. And got some green onions. I mean, the beans are just really not much. Hardly anything. The beans overall this year here and at the home garden are pretty weak. Hardly any. I can't really save any. I probably had 3 or 4 meals out of it, and that was pretty much it. Well, I'll come back next weekend again and do some more work. Now that I cleaned up most of the weeds, I'm gonna do some trimming to make sure the driveway don't have any branches leaning in. The other thing I'm gonna probably do is patch the siding of the cabin and start cleaning up inside so I can have the drywallers come in and do the drywalling. Hopefully that will happen in October sometimes. See you later.